I have no idea. I don't. I have no idea. Um. Um. Oh.
Services, child protective services, some other things, social services, code enforcement, community support, criminal justice.
Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, must have accidentally turned the volume off. I did, didn't
Also have an economic development department. They have the fire marshal, who again is looking at health and safety and inspections. Geospatial information, that's all those maps you see of property lots are, that's run by the county. Historic landmarks. Louisa is land use environmental services. And that is again working closely with zoning, with things like stormwater and water retention, looking at the best use of our land, making sure it is safe and that we have enough room for park and recreation. The medical examiner, did you know the coroner is a county employee? Park and Rec Public Health Register of Deeds. The medical examiner, did you know the coroner is a county employee? Stormwater and Park and Rec Public Health Register of Deeds. So that's one of the things they consolidated with the city. Only the county sends out your tax bill, but they're collecting it for the city as well. And when they collect all that money, they give part of it to the city that is from your city taxes. Now, I just covered mainly city and county services and why those officials that you elect for the city and the county are really important because of
but
all
I
the
still
things
don't know
they're
how.
making decisions on. They're making decisions on how your streets are,
Create the
how
broadcast
they're
and
safe,
scan
how many of them
OBS.
have bike lanes, where the street lights are and the turn lanes are. They're making decisions about the airport. They're making decisions about your garbage collection and whether they're going to charge you and how they're going to recycle and what kind of bins. All these things that impact you every day. And also big picture things like non discrimination. The city actually passed an ordinance that said, we don't think it's right to discriminate against the LGBTQ community. And there is a committee that if you feel you've been discriminated against, that you can go to. That's a city committee to explain and maybe even get recourse if you feel you were discriminated against. So these are some of the things that our local officials take care of. But here's a list of even more things. So we talked about the fact that the Charlotte Mecklenburg Board of Education is also on the ballot in 2023. But it's only the at-large representatives. So the Board of Ed has 9 representatives. But 3 of them are at large, 6 represent districts in the county. It's a countywide school district. The 3 at large are up for reelection. Some of them are running for reelection, but there are 14 candidates in total for those 3 positions. You can vote for 3, but you've got to learn about all 14. And there are many groups that are doing surveys and interviews and giving endorsements. So you need to be watching that closely. That's a lot of candidates for 3 seats. The district representatives for the Board of Ed will be up for election in 2 years. So they have 4-year terms and they stagger them so that there's not 1 year when all 9 people might be brand new. Now, if you look at the list of other elected officials that we have here, they are also mostly 4-year terms.
No quiero comer
The
mucho,
city
solo quiero un poquito de
and the
pastel.
county commission.
No tengo mucha hambre.
I thought you stopped it. I thought I did too. Well, you have to go hello. You have to go back in here and go stop streaming.